Now, I know that was a lot of configurations in one short clip, or maybe less than a short clip there, but I thought it useful to include all those in a single location so you know where you need to go if you're unsure exactly what those different configurations may be. Let's take a look then at the success of the backup job that we're working with here. I'll come over here to Home and take a look at the job that's currently running. Right here, we have a currently running job here. This is our vCenter backup job number 1, where it's still going through some of the preparation activities. We're currently at 0% completed here. For this, I can right-click to choose to see the statistics of the job right here in a view. And if I show the details right down here, you see a bit more detail about what is exactly going on here with this job. You can see here that CBT is enabled, and we've built that list of machines to process. And right now, we're actually processing both File 1 and SQL 1. There's a lot of detail here that's explaining what is exactly going on in the background. And so this is going to actually take a while. Let me pause things for just a minute. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the result of this backup job once it's completed. Now, fast forwarding things here just a couple of minutes. I think the whole job took about 5 minutes to complete. We can see the results. We have success here for both File 1 and SQL 1. And right here, we can see all the tasks that were accomplished. So queued for processing, getting the inventory information from vSphere, inventorying the guest center, creating the VM snapshot right here, saving the other information, so the metadata associated with the virtual machine right here. We're using that backup proxy there, proxy 1, the virtual machine there in vCenter. We're gathering then the hard disk. This is what takes quite a bit of time there. We then remove the VM snapshot and start doing the processing of all that indexing data. We truncate the transaction logs right down here, and there's further truncation and work that's done here for our SQL server as well. And then right down here, we get some details about the results of the job with processing finished there after about 5 minutes. For these, there's a lot of detail here for what actually was accomplished as part of the job. But out of all of these right here, this item and this item right here, these are the two items that can help you investigate any performance bottlenecks that you may be seeing as a result of performing these jobs. For all the different activities that are occurring, this information tells us that the source was involved with 13% of the bottleneck, the network 83%, the target not at all, and the proxy there for 99% of the bottleneck. What this can mean is that our proxy VM is insufficiently equipped with whatever resources it needs, CPU or memory, to support actually executing the job. Every job obviously is going to have a bottleneck somewhere, and so you really want to understand how long this job takes. Perhaps you have a bottleneck, which you will, but the amount of duration is not all that bad, so it's not really anything you need to worry about. This will just tell you which of these components in comparison is creating the slowest part of the chain, the weakest link, if you will. And so for this, our proxy server is our bottleneck for File 1, the same down here with our SQL server right over here. I can also show you some reports right down here. If we take a look at our backup job right there, we can take a look at the report associated with that backup job to just get a bit more information about the results of that job. Here is the information about the status then of File 1 and SQL 1 with its start and end time, how much data was read and transferred, and then the duration that the job took. And so let me close this down here and minimize this. And so this again just gives us some further information about how well or not well our jobs are executing.